everyone, welcome back to my story time podcast. So, I'm here Ananya Chog, again narrating your story. So, today's story is about the white elephant. The white elephant lives in the Himalayan mountains. He is a rare white elephant, but unfortunately, he has an old and blind mother. He works very hard and finds food and takes care of her mother. But one day the situation changed. The white elephants got caught by one mean and greedy forester. So let's see how the white elephants escapes and what we learn from this story. So let's begin with our story of today. The white elephant. Long ago, when animals could talk like humans, a great herd of elephants lived in a forest near the Himalayan mountains. The finest elephant in the tribe was a rare white elephant. Unfortunately, the mother of this elephant was old and blind. All through her son gathered sweet wild fruits for her every day. He was often angry to find the other elephants had stolen his mother's food. Mother, he said, it would be better if you and I were to go and live alone in a distant cave. I have discovered. The mother elephant agreed, and for a time the two of them lived happily in a peaceful spot near a glade of wild fruit trees. Until one evening they heard loud cries from the great forest. That is the voice of the man in distress, said the white elephant. I must go and see if I can help him. Do not go, my son, said his mother. I am old and blind, but I know the ways of human beings toward us. Your goodness will be rewarded by treachery. But the white elephant could not bear the think of anyone in trouble, and he hurried down to the lake in the direction of the cries, where he discovered a man who was a forester. Don't fear me, stranger, said. Tell me, how can I help you? The forester told the white elephant he had been lost for 7 days and nights and he could not find his way back to Benares, where he lived. Climb onto my back, said the elephant cheerfully, and I will carry you home. The elephant carried the man swiftly through the forest until they reached open country. Then he left him on the outskirts of the city before returning to his cave. Now the forester was greedy and cunning man, and he knew that before he left Benares, the king's favorite elephant had died. The king was rewarded me richly, thought the man, if I captured his fine animal for him. He straightway asked for a royal audience. The king was delighted with the description of the white elephant. I would love to possess such a fine creature. Go back to the forest with a band of my most skillful trainers, and if they succeed in capturing this rare elephant, you shall be rewarded. The forester had cunningly noted marks while riding back to Benares, and he led trainers to the lake where the white elephant was gathering bamboo stems for his mother's evening meal. When the elephant saw the forester with the band of trainers, he knew that he had been betrayed. He tried to escape, but the trainers pursued him and soon succeeded in capturing him. Then they led him through the forest and entered Benares in triumph. The poor man elephant, waiting for her son to return, felt certain that he had been captured. What shall I do without him? She cried. Who will bring me food and lead me to the lotus lake for water? The heart of her son was equally heavy. What will she do without me? He thought. If only I had listened to her advice. In spite of his unhappy look, the elephant found favor with the king, who declared he would ride no other elephant. The elephant's stable was richly decorated in his honor, and the ride king would ride in him in state through the city. But a few days later, the trainers came to the king in great distress, saying, "Your Majesty, the white elephant is very sick and will not eat nothing." The king hurried to the stable, and when he saw the elephant's look of despair, he said, "Good animal, how you have changed? Why do you refuse to eat? Anything you wish will be granted to you." "Great king," answered the elephant mournfully, "all I desire is to return to my poor blind mother in the forest for a while. She is alone, starving. How can I eat?" Now the king was a good man, and although he badly wanted the elephant for himself, he said at once, "Noble animal, for your goodness puts mankind to shame. I give you freedom to return to your mother at once." The elephant thanked the king with loud trumpet and left the city and went crashing back through the forest. When he reached the cave, he found out to his joy that his mother was still alive. "Ah, my son," she said, when he told her his story, you should have listened to me. Hmm, being, hmm, being, my son," she said, when she told her his story. You should You should have listened to me. Human beings have always brought harm to our race. Not all of them, not all of them, mother, he said trumpetly. The king is noble and generous, or should I still be in capacity? Let's forget the tragedy of the forester and think only of the king's goodness. The writer is Ruskin Point. So, friends, our story ends here. So, the moral of the story is one of the morals that if something happens bad to you, you should not ever point it. You should always see a good side and bright side to the thing that happened to you. And one thing always, you must stay honest. Like the king, he wanted the elephant badly, but he still was very honest, and he allowed the noble animal to return to his mother. And as you know, all know, we shall be honest, and like be we shall all take care of our parents, and like the elephant did not hear his mother's, so we shall also hear our parents because they are very very experienced. So like this was another day story. So if you like the podcast, please like, share and subscribe to my channel, and even please comment in the section below the 5 words. So yeah, the 5 words for today, the meaning that you need to find is distant, outskirts, distresses, tragedy, rewarded, description, possess, cunningly, and one bonus with trait. So I shall see you all in my next video.